The final installment of our level ideas for every course theme series is here. Today, I'm going to show you 8 unique ground ideas that will add a unique twist to a classic theme. Let's get started. Luigi wants to visit a playground full of Plumber's best friends, also known as chain chomps. When the sun sets and day turns to night, he discovers something odd. In the ground night theme, the chains connected to chain chomps get longer. With this concept, we can design a course that uses pipes to switch between day and night while keeping the course layout the same. Luigi will have to be careful to keep extra distance when chain chomps lunge forward at him in the night theme. To make this more terrifying, put the chain chomp on a Lakitu's cloud so it'll chase Luigi while he attempts to dodge enemies and platform through the level. Hanging chain chomps on tracks creates a fun challenge to cross through. The extra chain makes a wrecking ball type of enemy to dodge. As Luigi progresses, he notices that some areas will be blocked off when the chains are too long, but easy to walk through in the daytime. In other areas, Luigi will need to wait until night for the chains to be long enough to spin jump across, or switch to the day theme to walk easily underneath. Through his clever puzzle solving and jumping skills, Luigi completes the course. Luigi's hungry for a delicious late night snack. He decides to eat a mushroom, but finds it jumping away. In the night ground theme, power-ups actually move away from Luigi. In this course, Luigi will have to solve puzzles by scaring the power-ups tactfully. Here, Luigi will need to trick the mushroom into piloting this fire Koopa clown car. Once inside, the mushroom will shoot fire in the direction of Luigi to eventually ignite both bob-ombs. A fresh mushroom jumps across the top of the screen and into the next area. This time, Luigi leads it upward to jump on a note block to destroy a stretch boo and get the key. In the next room, Luigi decides a fire flower sounds tasty. He enters a room where he must guide the slowly sliding fire flower. This item will slide until it hits a wall, and then it will jump upward. With some clever guidance, Luigi gets the fire flower to drop into a Koopa clown car infested with boos to retrieve the key. As a final test, Luigi enters a room with the delicious mushroom and fire flower, but must avoid a moldy mushroom and an over-dried raisin. If he can complete tasks in the correct order, he can complete the course and go eat a cookie instead. What power-up do you think would taste the best? Let us know in the comments below. The rotten mushrooms have decided to revolt against Luigi for not being selected as a tasty snack. They follow his every move while he tries to avoid them. In the night ground theme, 1-up mushrooms turn into rotten mushrooms. These items will cause Luigi to take damage and can be deadly if he has no power-ups. Luigi will need to avoid touching these angry mushrooms while going through various obstacles. If he can outsmart and outrun these furious creatures, he may have a chance. Some areas of this deadly course will have puzzles for Luigi to solve. He needs to use on-off switches to move through while separating the deadly consumables. He will also have to get the poison mushroom to climb upward to trap it. Whenever the poison mushroom hits a wall, it will bounce up 1 space. Swamp seesaw contraptions can be helpful for Luigi to clear out the pathway before going into a mold-infested room. Some mushrooms are so moldy that they've grown wings. Luigi needs to run underneath or jump above them to stay safe. To finally free himself from this poison, Luigi gathers up all the expired food and crushes it with a thwomp. Luigi was never great at dodgeball as a young lad, and this next course is giving him flashbacks. In the night ground theme, spikeballs can fly and hone in on Luigi. Using this idea, we can create a course that's all about spikeballs following Luigi's every move. The beginning of this level is all about guiding flying orbs into on-off switches. Sometimes the puzzles are going to be straightforward and simple, but as Luigi progresses, the puzzles become more difficult. The second section tests Luigi's agility skills with a vertical climb with projectiles launching from all directions. He needs to dodge while carefully moving upward. His final test is a relentless arena with giant spike balls coming from both sides. Luigi needs to destroy them by making them crash into each other. If they hit the ceiling, they will drop and roll towards poor Luigi. A POW timer on top adds another layer to this challenge. Luigi will need to guide the small orbs into these POW blocks. Each time one gets hit, a muncher is destroyed. Once the last muncher is defeated, Luigi gets a key and can escape. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to hit that like button. Luigi's too traumatized by that last idea, so he's going to tag in his friend Link here for the next course. As we know, spikeballs can follow Link in the night ground theme, but now we can add another interesting interaction. Link can down thrust spikeballs to bounce off of them. The spikeball essentially becomes a steerable elevator for Link in the night ground theme. Link enters the first challenge and needs to use his stabby ground pound to stay alive. He needs to be careful not to let the sphere hit a wall or ceiling, otherwise his chance of survival will be destroyed. He needs to act quickly to hit the on-off switches while juggling his elevator to open the passage forward. The next challenge requires him to jump off a spikeball and onto falling platforms. If he can continually bounce off of orbs coming out of this pipe until the P-switch expires, he can safely move on. The last challenge is the most deadly. Spikeballs and Koopa Clown cars can bounce into each other without being destroyed. Link has less margin for error now with pointy icicles in his path. After careful down thrusts and some good luck, Link can reach the top. Luigi can never seem to get away from ghosts, can he? In this idea, Luigi will need to trick a Boo into helping him through puzzles. In the night ground theme, these ghostly enemies behave differently than usual. A Boo will move toward Luigi when he's looking, but won't move when Luigi turns away. We can build an entire course on this idea. With a simple chain chomp setup, we can make the top of a Boo a safe platform to ride. Guide the Boo to this box indicator, and Luigi can use it as a platform to reach the door. Now we can expand on this idea and make a similar challenge, but require hitting on-off switches. Guide that Boo all the way to the right to be able to trigger the switch to move the P-switch forward. Hit the on-off with the other side, and now Luigi can activate the switch and move through the door. One more challenge involves dropping a POW off of the Boo's head. If Luigi climbs vines, he can get the Boo to follow him and bump the POW into the ceiling. Once it drops down, Luigi can destroy the muncher blocking a pipe and escape. Show the course creators some love by checking out these level codes in the description below. The Piranha Plant is one of the most iconic enemies from the original Super Mario Bros. Ground theme. In this idea, we take fire piranha plants to the extreme to make something unique. When in the course editor, you can place fire piranha plants to all fall in the same spot when gameplay starts. This causes them to all occupy the same space, but turns it into a flame-throwing monstrosity. Using this concept, we can build our boss battle. This arena is built with a stack of fire piranha plants immediately shooting many projectiles. Tracks are laid out throughout this room. A platform appears that moves this mega piranha plant around the room in an erratic fashion. If Luigi can sneak underneath the platform while it moves above him, he can hit the POW block to destroy the boss. Once the first phase is complete, a second stack appears. Each phase introduces a new stack of enemies that shoot even more fireballs than the previous. If Luigi can manage to survive long enough and time his POW attacks carefully, he can get the key and escape. After that last idea, Luigi decides from now on he's only going to work with plants that don't spit fire. In this idea, he'll climb vines that move him throughout the course. Vines can be placed inside of note blocks that are outside of the player's view. If we use something heavy to activate them, vines will sprout up through the floor. We can place these note blocks on track to create a vine ride for Luigi. In the Ground Night theme, enemies swim in the air that would normally be walking on the ground. This is a great combination with the vine riding idea because it gives Luigi a chance to dodge enemies by moving up and down on the vine. Pokies swim in a worm-like fashion, but add wings to them and suddenly they fly towards Luigi. He'll have to precisely find the gaps between them to survive. Pokies actually fit best with the desert theme. If you want to see ideas for that theme or any other theme, click on the playlist on the screen right now for our full Level Ideas series. To get more Mario Maker 2 inspiration, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell. A huge thank you to the YouTube members whose support helps make these videos possible. I'm Arrowstotle. and thanks for watching.